Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue our exploration of the world of cryptic crosswords, one puzzle at a time. And I've got a new setter for you today, which is I'm really excited about. I'm really excited to do this puzzle as well. If you're new to the channel, what you're going to see is me doing a walkthrough solve of a cryptic crossword, explaining my thinking as I go and pointing out anything I think is relevant for beginners. So I'm basically on the lookout for new setters all the time and trying to do their crosswords and showcase them a little bit as well. Now, the setter I'm going to be focusing on today is Bob Weisz, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of his puzzles in the future because I've done a few already before doing this video, and they're really, really great puzzles, and he has quite a range of difficulty as well, from relatively straightforward to absolute nightmare. Bob reached out to me on crosshair.org, but he has his own blog, which he nattily calls Tales from the Cryptic. Now, and this is his blog. He basically will publish a mini cryptic every couple of weeks on there, and so it's definitely worth checking out. I'll put a link in the description of the video, so you can also play along as well if you want to. And we're going to be doing one of his puzzles today from he did in July, which is more of a beginner friendly level of difficulty. I'm really looking forward to doing that. But before I do that, I wanted to also talk about Bob, and a couple of his friends or colleagues have come up with another crossword site as well, which is called Cryptic Crossword. Now, Cryptic Crossword is basically what their whole modus operandi is about. It really is to make fun and fair puzzles that use sort of fresh modern language and cluing. So you don't need any sort of esoteric knowledge. It's all about wordplay and misdirection and punnery, really. They're going to publish puzzles twice a month, and this is on Patreon, so it's a subscription type model that they're offering. But I thought I would tell you about it anyway, because Bob's been generous to allow me to use his puzzles. But the other reason I was going to mention it is because Cryptic Crossword also invites you to submit puzzles as well, and you'll get paid for doing that if they feature them in their site. So I will also put a link to their submission sort of guidelines. I know they're looking for people at the moment to submit some puzzles, and I know obviously there's a few people on the channel who have written some fantastic puzzles, so I thought maybe I'd just shine a light on that as well. So check out Cryptic Crossword, and maybe you'll get one of your puzzles featured in one of their editions sooner or later. Good. Okay, well look, let's get on with it. Just before I do, remember I have a 60-second guide to cryptic crosswords there, just for complete beginners, just explaining the anatomy of a cryptic crossword clue and that type of thing. But now we'll get on with the crossword today and see how it is. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, it's not on mycrossword.co.uk. This one is powered by I think it's called Puzzle Me, and it's quite a nifty little bit of software there as well. But let's see how we get on with this crossword. Hopefully you can see it all nicely. As you can see, I'm featuring Tales from a Cryptic at the very top there. So let's start with one across. So really squeeze Spooner's louse. So what does this mean? Well, if you're completely new to cryptics, when you hear a mention of Spooner is a reference to Reverend Spooner, who was around in the early 20th century, an Oxford Don and a man of the cloth, who became famous for mixing up words. So he mixed up the beginnings of words. So instead of saying Spooner's louse, for example, he might say Lunar's spouse. So when you say a Spooner clue, basically what you're doing, you're looking for a way of saying something that, if you reverse it, would maybe mean the definition. So in this case, I don't know what the definition is. The Spooner's louse, I think if we say the definition maybe, which is really squeeze, or really, probably really squeeze. If we said it like Spooner, it's probably going to sound like a louse. Now, I can't think what that word is right now, so I'm going to move on, but it's some sort of embrace, I think. But who knows? Let's move on. Let's try 5 across. So 5 across, we have King abandoning, leaking meadow. Well, this looks reasonably straightforward. This one basically, king is abandoning, leaking. That's how I'm reading it. This is the wordplay here. King abandoning, leaking. And the definition is going to be meadow. So look, if we literally take king away from leaking, we're left with lee, which is a word for a meadow, isn't it? So I'm going to put that in there. There we go. Nice. Nice little surface as well, isn't it? Cool. Let's try 6 across. Back in Lagos without any clothes. Nice picture painted there, Bob. I like it. Now, when sometimes cryptic crossword clues, basically the wordplay refers to the words in the clue itself rather than synonyms for the words. And this is one of those. When you see something referred to without any clothes, it's basically referring to a word. And a word without any clothes, what does that mean? It means a word without the outer layer. So the outer layer of a word would be the first letter and the last letter. You see, so we're taking the outer layer of Lagos and we're getting a word that means back. Or back in even. And it's ago, look, it's just sitting right there. You see that? So ago is the answer there. Nice one. Okay, 7 across. The Dickensian ghost is messy. Respect. So what's going on here? I see the word messy. That's indicating to me an anagram. Now we're looking for 7 letters. I notice there's 7 letters in ghost is. But then what would the definition be? It can't be both Dickensian and respect. So maybe we're making an anagram of respect instead. And it's a Dickensian ghost. Yes, I think it's a spectre, isn't it? Is a Dickensian ghost, like a Victorian era ghost would be called spectres, wouldn't they? I think that's what that is, an anagram of respect. Nice clue. Dickensian ghost is messy. Brilliant. Okay, let's try 1 down. So 1 down. Courage to spread bullshit around about everything. Nice. So here we have a word here, about. That is very, as I've talked about almost in every video I've made up to now, but about's got like 6 maybe uses within wordplay, and I like repeating them, so listen. You've probably heard this already, but about can mean ca, it can mean circa, or just c. It can mean re, like Latin for about. It can also mean make an anagram, and it can also mean reverse a word, or it can mean put a word around. In other words, it's like a container type wordplay. And what we're doing here, look, I think we're spreading bullshit about everything. So we need a word for everything. We're putting an abbreviation for, we're putting basically BS, aren't we? Around everything. And that will mean we'll get a word for courage. So I think if we put BS around the outside, and a word for everything is all, isn't it? We get balls, which is definitely a synonym for courage, isn't it? Nice. I like this clue. Definitely not a clue you would get in the Telegraph. Let's put it that way. But it's I like this style, Bob. Let's try 2 down. A good conscience. So a good conscience. You almost think that should be a good conscience, wouldn't you? But a good conscience. What sort of clue is this? But often when I see A in a clue, there's no superfluous words allowed in a cryptic crossword. So usually if there's an A in it, it's usually in the answer as well. I'm thinking it's probably the definition maybe is conscious, which would mean the word would also start with an A. So I'm thinking awake. Awake maybe, but I don't understand the good part. Awake. Unless it's like a cryptic, is it a cryptic definition for like a good type of conscious of being awake? I'm not sure. Interesting to understand that one. Yeah, cool. Let's move on and we'll come back. Hopefully it's right. We'll come back. 3 down. Earth's molten core. So again, I think molten here is an anagram indicator. Do you think of something being melty or being disformed in some way? Making an anagram of Earth, and it's going to mean core. So that's going to be heart, isn't it? So let's try and type it in there. H-E. There we go. Heart. Very nice. Nice simple clue, isn't it? 3 words, but very cool actually. Like the surface reading there. 4 down. God on ecstasy embraces everyone, becoming a shining example of natural inner beauty. There we are. There's how many words in that clue for a 5-letter answer? God on ecstasy embraces everyone, becoming a shine. Okay, so when you see ecstasy in a clue, it usually just means an E. And when we have God on E, embraces everyone. That gives us a shining example of natural inner beauty. There's a word I know. It's a funky, those, you get them all the time in gift shops. I put on some geodes, but basically, they're like almost fossil-y things. When you crack them open, and the inside they're like some sort of mineral inside them. I think that's what this is, because we have God on an E here, and then it's embracing everyone. I think can everyone be abbreviated to an E? I think it can actually, but we get geode there, which is a shining example of natural inner beauty. Absolutely. At the end of the video, maybe I'll look up a geode and show you the picture of it. But yeah, good. Okay, so down to the last one. It looks like a write-in now. We've got all the check-in letters. So really squeeze Spooner's louse. Can you see what that is yet? So a big squeeze, like would be a bear hug, wouldn't it? But if Spooner tries to say bear hug, he would say hair bug. And a hair bug is a louse, isn't it? That's brilliant. What a fantastic clue that is. A hair bug is a louse. Brilliant. So we get bear hug. Hopefully that's right. And geode is right there, is it? Oh, we're not quite right yet. I need to see where I've gone wrong. Okay, I'm going to continue. I think it's right, isn't it? Let me just check. The only clue that I wasn't sure about was awake, wasn't it? Maybe it's awake is wrong. Because I can't understand the good part of that. Oh, it could be aware. It's aware, isn't it? Because aware would be a good would be aware, wouldn't it? As in your wares. There must be an R here. It's probably an R. Oh my god, yes it is. Brilliant. That's fantastic, isn't it? What a great puzzle that was. And what actually, Bob has this as his easiest one. And I can't believe I went for the awake instead of the aware. I should have done better there. But yeah, what a great little puzzle, eh? So please do check out Bob's website again. Remember, it's Tales from the Cryptic. The link should be in the description. But I'll definitely be doing a few more of Bob's crosswords because he's got quite a few on his blog, different difficulty levels, etc. Just before I go, remember we have a live stream on Sunday, and the word of the week this week is peaceful. So try and come up with a clue for peaceful. You can use the email address here or there. Well, here. Yes, here. Use the email address to send me your clue of the week, your idea for the clue of the week, and we will vote on it in our live stream on Sunday at 8 p.m. Okay, that's it for now. I will see you all soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.